Hello students, in this presentation we will learn about automobile battery. This topic is given in automobile engineering in unit number 5 and the point number is 5.2. In emerging trend in mechanical engineering also we have seen the types of batteries used in electrical vehicles. But here we are concerning about automotive batteries. So in this picture you will see the different companies manufacturing automotive batteries like Bosch, you will see here Amazon, after that Exide. Such brands and any other brands are lot of brands are available in the market for automobile batteries. So let us see what are the learning outcomes of this presentation. First is we will learn about function and requirement of battery. What are the types of battery? Then we will learn about construction and operation of lead acid battery, significance of battery rating, battery capacity, and battery open volt and specific gravity test that is done inside the battery. Lastly, we will see about silent features of maintenance free type of battery. So these are some of the important points of today's presentation. So starting with the concept of battery. Battery means an electrical battery is one of more electrochemical cells that convert stored chemical energy into electrical energy. So battery converts stored chemical energy into electrical energy. There are two types of batteries: primary batteries, which is also called as disposable batteries, which are designed to be used once and discarded, and second type is secondary batteries, which are rechargeable batteries, which are designed to be recharged and used multiple times. Batteries comes in many sizes, from miniature cells used to power hearing aids and wristwatches to battery banks the size of rooms that provide standby power for telephone exchanges and computer data centers. But here we are concerning regarding automotive battery. An automotive battery is a type of rechargeable battery that supplies electric energy to an automobile. Usually this refers to an SLI battery. S means starting, L means lighting, and I means ignition, and it is used to power the starter motor, the lights, and the ignition system of the vehicle's engine. Automotive SLI batteries are usually lead acid type of batteries and are made of 6 galvanic cells in series to provide a 12 volt system. Each cell provides 2.1 volts and for a total of 12.6 volt as a full charge. Heavy vehicles such as highway trucks or tractors, often equipped with diesel engines, may have two batteries in series for a 24 volt system or may have parallel strings of batteries. So what an automotive battery does? A battery supplies power to the starter and ignition system to start the engine. A battery also supplies the extra power necessary when the vehicle's electrical load exceeds the supply from the charging system. And here you can see the types of battery which are used in electrical vehicles: lead acid battery, nickel metal hydride battery, zebra battery, and lithium ion battery. All the construction and working of such type of batteries we have seen in emerging trend in mechanical engineering. This is the subject we have studied. Now in this we are concerning only about automotive batteries. Automotive batteries acts as a voltage stabilizer in the electrical system. An automotive battery converts chemical energy into electrical energy, and an automotive battery evens out voltage spikes and prevents them from damaging other components in the electrical system. So what are the requirements of the batteries for the vehicle? Number one, it should serve as a power storage and releases the same quickly to operate a vehicle starter motor. It should provide power to the parking lights for reasonable time. It should allow operation of accessories when the engine is not running. It should act as a SWAMP to damp out fluctuation of system voltage, and it should allow dynamic memory and alarm system to remain active when a vehicle is left for a period of time. So there are different types of battery. Number one, you will see here starting, lighting and ignition battery, SLI. You will see the picture of this type of battery. Most of the vehicles on the road comes with starting, lighting and ignition batteries, or for short, SLI batteries. Like the name suggests, apart from starting the car, it powers all the electronics like the interior and exterior lights, infotainment system, etc. An SLI battery has a very short charge cycle. That is, the time for the battery to charge and then discharge is fairly less. This type of battery can deliver power in short bursts of time, like the starter motor of the start the car. The SLI batteries are made of 6 galvanic cells oriented in series format, which forms a system and provides 12 volts. Each cell provides 2.1 volts to give a total output about 12.6 volts of full charge. This is a second type of battery, lithium ion battery. This is a case of most underrated battery of the lot, as it is mostly used in plugged in electrical vehicles, PHEVs, and is a little expensive than the conventional lead acid battery. A lithium ion battery has become famous for the last few years. The recent hybrid vehicles and electric cars use lithium ion battery. As compared to the other batteries, the lithium ion battery significantly stores more charge. Another plus positive is that these batteries weighs less than conventional car batteries of the same power. Regardless of the use, the lifespan of the lithium battery is long, which is about 5 to 10 years. So this is a next lead acid battery. These are the batteries with the lowest maintenance. Unlike the other batteries, lead acid batteries are sealed, hence they cannot be serviced. These batteries can be replaced. Lead acid batteries also work in short bursts to provide power to the starter motor. So what are the points that should be kept in mind before we buy the battery? The voltage in a fully charged battery is around 12 volts, 12.6 volts, and refers to an amount of energy stored in the battery. On the other hand, the current is the rate at which change the flows and is measured in ampere. The most common type of battery used in Indian car is the lead acid battery. The batteries consist of several plates immersed in electrolyte solution. The electrolyte is a sodium solution which constitutes 65% water and 35% sulfuric acid. It is the chemical reaction between the plates and the electrolyte solution that produces a current of 12.6 volts. CCA is also a thing to consider before buying or replacing the battery. CCA means the cold cracking ampere rating, or CCA is the measure of how much ampere the battery can produce for 30 seconds at minus 17 degrees centigrade. Most of the cars batteries have a rating of 350, 450 and 600 CCA. The more the rating easy it is to start the vehicle. CA, or the cracking ampere, which is the measure of how much ampere the battery produce, but at a 0 degree centigrade for a 30 seconds. So these are some of the points that we should keep in mind before buying a battery. Another points: always check the voltage reading before buying a battery with the help of multimeter. Read the right battery size mentioned in the car user manual. Exceeding the capacity from the recommended battery, the electricals may be troubleshoot. Installing a used battery can be dangerous for you as well as your ride. Check your car's battery connections frequently. If the car is having trouble starting the engine, check the connections, clean them if the terminals are oxidized. Always keep either jumper cables or portable charger handy in case of battery failure. So here in this presentation we will learn about only lead acid battery. What is the definition? The battery which uses sponge lead and lead peroxide for the conversion of chemical energy into electrical power. Such type of battery is called lead acid battery. The lead battery or lead acid battery is most commonly used in the power stations and substations because it has a higher cell voltage and lower cost. Let us see the construction of lead acid battery. Here you will see the picture of the lead acid battery, in which you will see the terminal, negative strap, negative plate, partition, separator, positive plate, positive strap, intercell connector. So this way this battery is having different components. As the battery container mainly contains sulfuric acid, hence the materials used for making a lead acid battery container must be resist to sulfuric acid. The material container should also be free from impurities which are deleterious to the sulfuric acid. Especially iron and manganese are intolerable. The glass, lead lined wood, ebonite, hard rubber of bituminous compound, ceramic materials, and molded plastics are having the above mentioned properties. Hence, the container of lead acid battery is made of either of these materials. The container is tightly sealed with a top cover. The top cover has three holes, one at each end for the post and one is in the middle for the vent plug, and through which the electrolyte is poured and gases escape out. So this is a picture of lead acid battery container. Second part is the plate. The plate of the lead acid cell is of diverse design and they all consist some form of grid which is made of lead and active material. The grid is essential for conducting the electric current and for distributing the current equally on the active material. If the current is not uniformly distributed, then the active material will loosen and fall out. You will see here positive and negative part of this plate. Third is active material. The material in cell which takes active participation in chemical reaction during charging or discharging is called active material of the cell. The active elements of the lead acid battery are lead peroxide PbO2. It forms the positive active material. The PbO2 are dark chocolate brown in color. Second is sponge lead. It's formed the negative active material. It is a gray in color, and dilute sulfuric acid H2SO4 is used and as an electrolyte. It contains 31% sulfuric acid. Next is separator. The separators are thin sheet of non-conducting material made up of chemically treated lead wood, porous rubber or mats of glass fiber and are placed between the positive and negative to insulate them from each other. Separators are grooved vertically on one side and are smooth on the other side. Next part is battery terminal. A battery has two terminals, the positive and the negative. The positive terminal with the diameter of 17.5 mm at the top is slightly larger than the negative terminal, which is 16 mm in diameter. Let us see the working of lead acid battery. When the sulfuric acid dissolves, its molecules break up into positive hydrogen ions 2H plus and sulfate negative ion SO4 minus and move freely. If the two electrodes are immersed in a solution and connected to DC supply, then the hydrogen ions being positively charged and moved towards the electrodes and connected to the negative terminal of the supply. The SO4 minus ions being negatively charged move towards the electrode connected to the positive terminal of the supply main, that is anode. Each hydrogen ion takes one electron from the cathode and each sulfate ion takes the two negative ions from the anodes and react with water and form sulfuric and hydrogen acid. The oxygen which produced from the above equation react the lead oxide and form lead peroxide PbO2. Thus, during charging, the lead cathode remains as a lead, but lead anode gets converted into lead peroxide, chocolate in color. If the DC source of supply is disconnected and if the voltmeter connects between the electrodes, it will show the potential difference between them. If wire connects the electrode, then current will flow from the positive plate to negative plate through external circuit. That is, the cell is capable of supplying electrical energy. Let us see what are the battery rating. Number 1, cranking ampere Ca, also sometimes referred to as marine cranking ampere MCA, is the amount of current a battery can provide at 32 degree Farad. Thus, rating is defined as the number of amperes a lead acid battery at that temperature can deliver for 30 seconds and maintain at least 1.2 volts per cell. Cold cracking ampere (CCA) is the amount of current a battery can provide at 0 degree Farad or minus 18 degree centigrade. The rating is defined as the current a lead acid battery at that temperature can deliver for 30 seconds and maintain a list of 1.2 volts per cell. It is more demanding test than those at a higher temperature. Next is hot cranking ampere. HCA is the amount of current a battery can provide at 80 degree Farad, that is 26.7 degree centigrade. The rating is defined as the current a lead acid battery at temperature can deliver for 30 seconds and maintain at least 1.2 volts per cell. Next is reserve capacity minutes. RCM, also referred as reserve capacity RC, is a battery's ability to sustain a minimum stated electrical load. It is defined as a time that a lead acid battery at 80 degrees Farad will continuously deliver 25 amperes before its voltage drop below 10.5 volts. Next is Battery Council International group size specifies a battery's physical dimensions such as length, width and height. These groups are determined by the Battery Council International Organization. Next is ampere hour (Ah) is a measure of electrical charge that a battery can deliver. This quantity is one indicator of total amount of charge that a battery is able to store and deliver at its rated voltage. Its value is the product of discharge current multiplied by the duration for which this discharge current can be sustained by the battery. So this is the figure which indicate open circuit voltage for various charges. You can read this very carefully. Open circuit voltage is given 12 volt and 6 volt. An approximate for you will see for 12.10 volt or 6.10 volt, it means that 50% charged battery is there and relative density is 1.190 gram per centimeter cube. So reasons for failure of the battery: shorted cell due to failure of the separator between the positive and negative plates, shorted cell or cells due to the buildup of shed plate material below the plates of the cell, broken internal connections due to the corrosion, broken plates due to vibration and corrosion, low electrolyte level, cracked or broken case, broken terminals, and sulfation after prolonged disuse in low or zero charge state. For that purpose, we should maintain the battery. We should check first about the fluid level. So fluid level must be checked inside the battery. Car batteries using lead and antimony plates would require greater watering to replace water, most due to electrolysis on each charging cycle. Modern car batteries have reduced maintenance requirements and may not provide caps for addition of water to the cells. Prolonged overcharging or charging at excessively high voltage causes some of the water in the electrolyte to broken up into hydrogen and oxygen gases which escape from the cell. If the electrolyte liquid level drop too low, the plates are exposed to air, lose capacity and are damaged. The sulfuric acid in the battery normally does not require replacement since it is not consumed even on overcharging. Impurities or additives in the water will reduce the life and performance of the battery. Manufacturers usually recommend use of demineralized or distilled water since even potable tap water can contain high levels of minerals. Let us see what you mean by specific gravity. Sulfate in the electrolyte is induced by the electrolyte's specific gravity, the ratio of weight of a given volume of liquid to the weight of equal volume of water. The more dense the material, the higher is its specific gravity. Pure water is the basis for the measurement and it is given a specific gravity of 1.00 at 80 degree Fahrenheit. Pure sulfuric acid has a specific gravity of 1.835. The correct concentration of water and sulfuric acid called electrolyte is 65% water and 36% acid and is 1.260 to 1.280 at 80 degree Fahrenheit. The higher the battery specific gravity, more fully it is charged. So here in this picture you will see the different states of different meanings. Means if the specific gravity is of 1.265, it means that it will give 12.6 volt or higher and it is assumed that it is 100% charged battery, while if the specific gravity is 1.120, it means that the battery voltage is 11.9 or lower, it means that it is a discharge state of the battery. So this is another picture. From this picture you can imagine what is by full charge battery, battery going down, unsafe battery and discharge battery. And this is another important instrument which is used, that is called as a charge indicator. Charging and discharging, these are the two phenomena which are happening inside the battery. In normal automotive service, the vehicle's charging system powers the vehicle electrical system and restores charge used from the battery during the engine cranking. When installing a new battery or recharging a battery that has been accidentally discharged completely, one of several different methods can be used to charge it. The most gentle of these is called trickle charging. Other methods include slow charging and quick charging. So these are some instrument battery tester. The following instruments are used to test a battery: single cell testing voltmeter, hydrometer, HRD tester, gravity correction thermometer, battery capacity tester. These are some of the instruments. And maintenance free battery means what? Many batteries are referred to as maintenance free. This means that there is no provision for the addition of water to the cells since the battery is sealed. The maintenance free battery contains cell plates made of slightly different compound. The plate made grade contain calcium, cadmium or strontium to reduce gassing and self discharge. The antimony used in conventional battery is not used in maintenance free battery because it increases the breakdown of water into the hydrogen and oxygen and because of its low resistance to overcharging. The use of calcium, cadmium or strontium reduces the amount of vaporization that takes place during the normal operation. So this is the meaning of maintenance free battery. These are some of the references for your more information. Thank you.